যদি হাতটা ধরো ছেড়ে দেব যে সবই কাছে এসে জড়িয়ে রাখো ভুলে যাব পৃথিবী
বুকের মাঝে ঝিনঝিন করে জানো না কি মন পড়ে এভাবে দূরে থেকো না তোমার মাঝে ডুবে ভাসে নিজের থেকে আরো বেশি ভালোবাসি কেন বোঝো না
because they're beautiful animals, but because they are very fierce fighters. But they want to be fierce fighters for the conservation and preservation of animals in Africa, so we use them to represent that. Also, it's not uncommon to see zebra and wildebeest grazing in the same areas together like we did back there, or sometimes practically on the exact same patches of grass. They'll really crowd right on top of each other. That's because the zebra like to munch on the tips of the grass, while wildebeest will munch on the roots. So they're able to share more feline. But the African wild dogs, as the name would imply, are canines through and through. Some people even call them the painted dogs for their beautiful fur coats of black, white, and gold that look like they've been splattered right on with a paintbrush. And despite the fact that they look like docile, cuddly puppies back there, they are actually the most dangerous and successful hunters in all of Africa, with about a 90% catch rate. Now coming up on our left are the wildebeest. This is probably the hardest animal to miss on safari in Africa. That's because there's about 1.5 million of them alive on the continent today. That's a drastic improvement from the 250,000 that were left alive in 1960. Most of that growth in population is thanks to the Serengeti. You may have heard of that. It's a protected national reserve in Tanzania where most of the wildebeest reside. It's also where they start their seasonal migration from. Now on our left there, with this tall grass, you can see the sable antelope. It's probably the most majestic looking of all the antelope species in my opinion. You might recognize it from various logo pieces. They're on signs as we enter the reserves, on pins that we sell, all over the park on different murals. It's not as intense. Since they're shrouded by the forest canopy all day, their tongues are more of a pale blue color. Kind of hard to see, but I do see some mandrills roaming around behind the bushes back there. That's the monkey with Kiki is based off of, with beautiful blue and pink painted faces and yellow beards. We're also in African elephant territory. There's one on our right. One good way to tell that that is an African elephant is by its ears, which are in the shape of the continent of Africa itself. Their ears are also so massive that they can be used to cool themselves down up to 15 degrees just by waving them back and forth, which counts as another form of thermal regulation. Although I think it's no mistake that this beautiful stretch of land is elephant territory, though. Unfortunately, elephants are facing habitat destruction in environments as beautiful as this all over the world, especially in Central Africa. That's because humans are moving in on their territory to mine for something called coltan. Now, if you're not familiar, coltan is a material found in your cell phone batteries and other small electronic devices. It's used to recharge them. So I'm not going to tell you not to use those things. They're pretty important for everyday lives. But just remember that at the end of your phone's life, when it finally gives out on you, you can recycle it, turn it back into the store, donate it. Anything that we can do to just keep reusing all the coltan we already have means they may not need to mine for any more in a few years. So you and I could potentially make a huge difference in the lives and the homes of the beautiful animals, just like these right here, for years to come, just by doing really simple things like that. Now these are the greater flamingo on our left. They are the largest but the least colorful of all the flamingo. As with all flamingo, they get their colors from beta-keratin found in shrimp and other small crustaceans, which are pardies. Up ahead I see our white rhino, we talked about just a second ago. These are not named for their skin color, because originally it was the Afrikaans word white. Yes, it's pronounced the same, it's spelled W-E-I-T. That does not mean the color, it means wide of mouth. Black rhino I mentioned are the full-lipped rhino, but these are grass-grazing animals. Their faces are very flat and very long. I see a couple ostriches back there. Pretty impressive. They are the largest multifaceted bird in the world. Stays on foot though, because they're flightless birds. They can run about 40 miles an hour. A lot of people know that, but did you know that they have eyes larger than their brains? That's partially because they have the largest eyes out of any bird in the entire world. And personally, I do think they're a little bit smarter than we give them credit for. They don't just stick their heads in the sand to hide from predators like they do in movies and TV shows. Instead, through the bushes back there on our left are a couple warthogs. Behind you to your left. And we actually, there's the third one. So, this is all 3 warthogs right there. I couldn't tell you which one's which, but one of those was used as model for Pumbaa in the live-action Lion King. So congratulations, you're meeting a celebrity in flesh and bone right there. Now, unfortunately, our other fearsome felines were not out on the Kopi Rocks today. I'm sure you all knew what that represents, but that's because they're nocturnal. That's their choice. They spend about 16 to 20 hours out of their day resting, so they just want to sleep right now. If you come back a little bit before 11 o'clock,
সবচেয়ে